party stand.
Let's quickly look at what the Fulanis are telling President Bola Tinubu and the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde. They've told the president and Seyi Makinde to call Igboho to order. Call Igboho to order. Fulani group urges President Bola Tinubu and Seyi Makinde.
I think if they have allowed Igboho to do the needful as of that time, we will have less of this Fulani issue.
The Fulanis, truth be told, they are behind 90% of the security crisis we are having in Nigeria today.
Mr. Kule, what's your take on this?
Yeah, I think it's all well said by Femi here, and I can say the crisis that's been happening with all this Fulani is not today, and the Igboho engagement entirely. I was witnessing Igboho engagement with them as of that time, and you cannot believe that it was our state actors from this Yoruba land that was now even try to oppress Igboho and try to let Igboho know that he cannot do anything for all these Fulani. I'm talking of the Makindes of this world, and you know Igboho has tried all his best. I think I think if they have allowed Igboho to do the needful as of that time, we will have less of these Fulani issues, because when you look at the Fulani generally, they are Bororo Fulani, and the real Fulani that they are settlers. The Bororo, what they do is with their cow, they move all around, and anywhere they see that is convenient for them, they just occupy that place without not even engaging any landlord or any. They are the landlord of themselves, so they come and they occupy, and there's nobody that can come against them and to want to say you want to attack them. And if they even try that, you can see even when Igboho was trying to attack Wakili, then as of that time when the Wakili people were causing issues, it was same police, Nigerian police, that was defending them, that was gagging Igboho against his to fight for his father's land. And I don't know why where Mr. President will be standing now, because the non-state actors like Igboho, we need such people at this time around, and they are the ones that can fight the battle, because Mr. President cannot fight the battle alone. If he keep on fighting the battle, they will say he's killing their own, but they don't know when they start killing thousands of Nigerian citizens, thousands of the Yoruba citizens. They don't know that. And I can say wholeheartedly, you see the Igboho axis where he come from, which is Okegu. He has witnessed a very bitter issues before. That was a man that he was in Germany, and he was very known in Germany, and he came back to Nigeria that let me come and help my country. And what happened? He just landed, and he did a lot of agricultural engagement in that area. And what happened? The Bororo Fulani, they came into his farm, they demolished his farm, and they got him killed. And that was when the Bororo now got angry that this thing cannot be happening in our domain. And the Igboho too belongs to that axis of Okegu. And that Okegu, when you see there's a porous of borders, and that is what I want Mr. President. That is what I want Mr. President to do now. To all those porous borders, you should start blocking them one by one, because where all these people are coming from, all those borders are porous, and as they want to get the job done fully, let them go and close all those borders. At least Mr. President closed the border, the Iroko border, when he was coming into power, for him to sanitize the whole thing. But how come the lives of the state actors in Nigeria here, former president, short time president died. He confronted Mr. President that no, you see this border that links from that Igboho axis to the J, all those things, they always go there to pray with their light skin, their people, and so you don't need to shut that border down. So I now saw that there's no inequity, there's no equity in the country as it is. It's inequity we are witnessing. Why some Bororo Fulani can be strolling all around. My brother, they don't have any house, they don't have anything. All they move, anywhere they are convenient of, they settle. And you dare not come and attack them or engage them that what are they doing there? You know, because they're always armed. They are the only ones that carry guns. Why can't they give us guns too? Likewise, that we have access to guns for us to be able to fight for our mother's land. And that is the issue we need to be talking of, because there are some people have said right from onset that they are born to rule. And thank God that Mr. President then, that was Olusegun Obasanjo, President Obasanjo, he tell them that born to rule, I don't want to see it. I gave you 2 months to all of you to eradicate that one born to rule agenda, that because this is a country that everybody belongs to. And kudos to Mr. President for doing that. And I think Mr. President now the current president now to up the game. President Bola need to up the game, and he has started it already, definitely, because a lot of them now, they don't work. All what they do is food is ready, and they get the food, slice, and they have the majority of the slice of the food. And while some people are doing the working, they are just enjoying, the goodies that are coming from the work we are doing. And so, if it is the right time for us to sit down and talk about the dissemination of the country, I think I will be very okay with it, because as it is, the political issues that we are engaging on, we don't even want it to get the right way on it. So since they don't want us to have a clean electoral politics in our politics, they should then sit down. Let us sit down and know the way we want to go, each and every one of us want to go.
How should the president address this? Apart from the president, the governor of the state, Seyi Makinde.
To start with,
called on Mr. President and Seyi Makinde to call Sunday Igboho to order.
Personally speaking, I don't believe in any sort of gender, ethnic, religious, tribal profiling or stereotype. I don't believe my kind of orientation, my kind of background. I will not subscribe to anything that borders on gender stereotyping and all that. Calling names, especially when it borders on a very sensitive subject of ethnic and tribal divide. But again, the truth is what it is. Truth has got to be said, and let's call a spade a spade. So in this particular case of the Fulanis, in logic, of course, for people who have a background in logic, there's what you call deductive way of reasoning. Deductive, as a first inductive way of reasoning. Inductive is when you move from the particular to the general. And so on the other hand, deductive is when you move from the general to the particular. So when the conduct, hearts, practices of the larger majority of people, so becomes a commonplace, becomes the order of the day every now and then, it is now enough for you to conclude that the Fulanis or this particular group of people, they are fond of doing this particular thing. And that's exactly what is happening here. In this particular case of the Fulani, it's not a function of ethnic profiling or tribal profiling. The Fulanis, truth be told, they are behind 90% of the security crisis we are having in Nigeria today. Let's call a spade a spade. And at the root of the problem we're having today in Nigeria is the kind of irresponsible parenting we have in that place, in northern part of Nigeria, among the Fulanis. For crying out loud, it's only amidst these Hausa Fulani people you see an irresponsible man, somebody who has practically nothing doing. And you see the Megad, the Merua, the Medoyas having 3 wives, 13 children, 5 wives, 27 children. When you got particularly not, you are not even good enough to feed a wife and 3 kids. And you see them, simply because they know quite well, they will not feed them. They will not start responsible for everything. They just throw them to the street to become alimanjiris. And the army of alimanjiris, the millions of alimanjiris of 25 years ago, of 32 years ago. They are the people forming the bulk of the crop of the bandits, the terrorists, the ritualists, the kidnappers of today. They are Almanjiris we left uncatered for, unfended, and unattended. The Almanjiris we breeded 30 years ago. They are the people who became terror on the rest of us today. And who are these Almanjiris? So it's only in the north. They breeding this kind of children. You know, you can't see that kind of thing amidst the Igbos or perhaps the Yorubas. It's not done. So by the time you find out that the larger majority of problems we have in the land today, maybe it's a banditry, terrorism, or so. You always have the imprint. You have the imprint, the hand of one Fulani or the other on them. It is safe to conclude that the Fulani that they are behind our problem. So it's not a function of ethnic profiling. So the gentleman complaining, the leader of the Fulani community in Oyo State, it is not enough for him to be making all those cosmetic statements. And so recriminating, lamenting, complaining that they are profiling the entire ethnic group. It is for him to go back to the drawing board, go back to their people, begin a sort of advocacy against irresponsible parenting, against banditry, against terrorism, and beyond that, begin to partner with people at the appropriate quarters, the security agents, in fishing out the bad eggs amongst them. It's not enough for him to be complaining. Complaining not is not. Those people, they've not been responsible. They've not been supportive enough. They've not been doing their best to support the security architecture in our land. So his complaint is baseless. It's unfounded. He has to do more than mere psychedelic cosmetic statement.
Mr. Mike, do you know President Buhari, when he was alive, he said he preferred to be associated with Fulani of other nations than with same Nigerians. You can imagine our current president saying that Fulani of the Nigeria Republic, Chad, Senegal, Burkina Faso, and the rest of them, he prefers to identify with them. Then we, the Yoruba and the Igbo, that have fellow Nigerians with him. So the orientation these people have had over the years is that they are one people, and the ideology of conquering the rest of the world. That conquering is what is driving it. Apart from the bad parenting, my constitution just spoken, whereby somebody will just decide to have 4 or 5 wives and give up to children and throw the shame to the streets, believing that they have to survive on the streets. These are the armies of people that are now become the social misfits. If we find our life now, that's not certainly the life of you and I. So apart from this bad parenting, they don't believe in you and I as a fellow Nigerian. They believe they are superior than you. They must number one, you must be conquered. They believe the rest of Nigeria must be conquered people. They must be the conqueror. They must be number one. Then the other side of Nigeria must be second class, third class, first class Nigerian. They must be number one. So I mean, this kind of orientation is bad. That's what's driving continuous abuse. They believe they have to finish what started by Madafodio, cover the rest part of the country and become leader over them. They have to become leader over them. They've conquered Amsterdam now. The rest parts of the country is unfinished project. They need to finish, and they are making a mistake. I told you just because we see something called Nigeria together. That's why we are seeing. If we get the point that we don't be listening to the government, give us go ahead, give us permission to go. Everybody will move in and declare and feel himself. We are approaching that point now. We are approaching it. So
like what Sunday Igboho is
doing now. We are nearing it. We are nearing Mr. Mike.
Continue to keep quiet.
And this will happen. And then by the time we get there, then the overseas is lost by government.
So Additional Abdul says the DSS and Sunday Igboho are working together now. They have an agreement with his action, and they will eventually not announce him that he was the one carrying out the incident.
Yes,
they are working together.
Yes, let me tell you. You know,
yes,
because
but why is police always debunking any news?
There's got nothing to do. They are just using what really happened is this. You see, Sunday Igboho, the moment he has turned himself to a semi-politician now, I think he will be close to the corridor of power. And
instead of the state government.
You know, Sunday Igboho himself is not a small person. Even he have friend among all these people you talk about. We were told that those ones that rescue Adelabu relative,
It's not that they come for that mission originally. They were in Ibadan for another operation, but after they now visited Sunday Igboho, according to what we were told, that one was now giving them clue about what happened, what you know about that area, because with the video, you know, there was a video, somebody video that incident. So when that video was circulating, they were able to pick one or two things, and Sunday Igboho was able to tip them with information that if you are able to bust this place, go to that area, make some investigation, you'll be able to get them. And that is how things work. There are some people that know their environment. Okay, Yoruba will say, when something like that happened, and Sunday Igboho went home, his people, they will give him clue that, okay, these are the people that we know that usually do this kind of a thing. And except these Fulani people, they want to be biased. When Sunday Igboho was even addressing the situation, he was telling the fellow Yorubas that are in that area, the indigenous that are in that area, that has joined Fulani to perpetrate the evil, to spread that if they catch them, it's not going to be palatable for them. So this is a matter, we are talking about life here. I don't know why Fulani, where they don't follow life. Somebody will come home from abroad, want to establish in Nigeria, you will just kill him. Somebody will struggle to get like 10 million naira, establish a farm, you will carry your cattle to go and graze it, and you will kill the owner of the farm. How can we continue with this kind of a situation? And you say Sunday Igboho should keep quiet.
That Sunday Igboho access, and I thank God that Sunday Igboho is now realizing that that is access, that's okay good, that's okay good. A lot of atrocity has been happening there, and I was trying to tell some of my friends here that I bought a bus to Osun. Then on coming back, there was one Yoruba man that just picked up Fulani wife, Fulani husband inside his car, and I was just trying to engage him that what are you doing with these people? Do you know they are terrible? Oh, they said they should, they want a land in Ibadan. I said you dare not keep this in Fulani land, and I know the number of your plate. I know your plate number. So that's to show that we ourselves, the Yorubas, definitely we are on ground. And nothing can happen that we will not be able to, because it's always a conquest. We fought a war before and we won the war. And this time around, I can tell you, the Wakili and his gang, they are they are just more rats. It's just for the president to give an order that everybody should carry what he can do to go and save himself. So now we can.
It will come to a time we will not even wait for president's order. In Oyo State, okay, they don't wait for president's order. They wait inside the forest. Any Fulani, okay, what are you waiting? What are you? They carry so many Fulani. Likewise in Ondo, they always come to the forest. They go into the forest and okay, Fulani, what are you waiting? What are you doing here? Who gave you this land? Who gave? I even saw Sunday Igboho entering their haunts this morning. All these Fulani community, I saw Sunday Igboho moving around in that place. So we are not even going to wait for the president order this time around. Community policing have started. It will be continued like that.
I think the best way to do it, is for us to, localize security. You understand? Because most of the challenges that you see going on happens in communities.
Yes.
And by the time you localize it, you make it a product of law. For example, now, some people might feel the statement credited to Sunday Igboho, can trigger tension in some part of the country. Yes, but then I think if government can make this a product of law, where communities can be empowered to protect themselves, we must also begin to look at how we can make some reforms in the constitution where no ethnic group is superior than any other ethnic group.
Stand. City stand. party stand.